let's talk about soundproofing a room. I'm in an office right now that I have turned into a studio. Mostly use it for recording on a green screen, but I wanted to enhance soundproofing this place to use it for podcast and audio recording. So I've been in the process of further soundproofing it. And this is what I've been doing so far. So it's just an empty room, maybe 10 by 16 feet, I think. It had laminate hardwood floors, so I put down carpet tiles on the floors. Greatly helped with dampening the sound. It already had drop ceiling tiles, so that also greatly helped a lot with reverb. Other thing was the walls. So I got Audimute sound blankets. I got 4 of them, covered them as much of the wall space as I could, helped dampen the reverb a lot. And then I got 2 other sound blankets from Audimute that are specially designed for glass doors and windows. So these sound blankets, these are the regular Audimute sound blankets that I got, worked really well. The ones on the windows, so I have 2 windows in here, and that's what this video is mostly going to be about. The 2 windows with the Audimute sound blankets, the side facing the room is the same as this one. The side facing the window is, I'm not entirely sure what the material is, but it is a harder backing material that's designed to keep sound out. These are just designed to absorb the sound so that the reverb is dampened. But these other blankets keep the sound out. They do work really well. They don't fully cover the window, and they still don't fully keep all the sound outside. So I want to find another solution to further soundproof the sound from outside. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So the solution I came up with is to get these sheets that are called mass loaded vinyl, or MLV. The sheets I got are 1/8 inch thickness. They're rated at 1 pound. So that means it is 1 pound, it weighs 1 pound for every square foot. I got a 4 foot by 10 foot roll. So 40 square feet, which means this thing weighs 40 pounds. The sheets are intended to be installed on the wooden frames when you're building a room. So you've got your wooden framing up, you put these sheets up, and then you put your drywall up so you don't see the sheets. But I'm not going to tear this room down. And I'm not really interested in aesthetics. I just need to cover the windows. My plan is to cut the sheet in half, and each part should be wide enough to completely cover the window gap in the wall. Now, I mentioned it was 40 pounds. It weighs 40 pounds. I didn't do that math before I ordered. So even though I got it on Amazon Prime and it came with Amazon Prime shipping, it was delivered by like a delivery service with 2 delivery guys to carry up this 40-pound box up the stairs. So it was a lot heavier than I thought. Some reviews also said that it had a strong odor, like a chemical kind of factory odor. So I left the roll outside for a few days to try to make the smell go away if there was a smell. That didn't help. It wasn't until I unrolled it that I could smell it inside, and it stunk up this place for a few days. I had to have air purifiers running 24/7. Now it smells normal again. Now I actually recorded this video while in real time as I was installing the panels, but this Panasonic BGH1 camera, the autofocus was going extremely crazy after we looked at the footage, and so it ruined most of the footage. So I'm reshooting that right now. This is a reshoot, but I did run an audio test when I was installing the sheets before I installed the panels. So I'm going to play that footage right now so you can hear the before test before the panels were installed. Okay, so this is the audio test before the additional soundproofing. And then we'll do a little montage of me installing the panels, and then we'll come back again and I'll do the after test to hear if there's any difference in the sound. Montage. All right, so this next part, I don't really know how it's gonna work because this stuff feels pretty thick and I honestly don't know where you're supposed to cut with it. So I've got my Leatherman knife, the saw part, so I'm gonna see if that works. I have scissors that probably will not work. We'll see how this goes. This would probably be a lot easier with 2 people. Huh. So now I've gone from 40 pounds to 20 pounds. I think I got the right position. Let me finish mounting this. All right, 1 down, 1 more to go.
we got both up. Let's see how it sounds.
So we're back to real time now. The panels are installed. Now we're going to listen to what the sound is like right now. All right, so two things. One, if you're wondering why the light is on this time when I turned it off in the first test, I'm using a different LED light right now that does not have a fan, so there's no noise coming from this light. And two, there is a device faint rumble that I hear right now. So if you hear a little rumble, that is the noise. I can just say, regardless of whatever these tests show, there is a considerable sound dampening since installing these panels. And now that this is after the fact and not in real time, I've had these panels for about a week and recorded stuff in here, and there's 100% a difference. It is probably one of the best, second from installing these Audimute sound blankets to dampen the sound, putting up these vinyl panels. I'm gonna say it's the third best thing. The carpet tiles, the sound panels, and now the vinyl sheets. The vinyl sheets have done the most for blocking outside sound. And I can definitely hear a difference, or not hear a difference. I could hear that silence in here a lot better. So it definitely worked. And for about $100, it was a great solution in just completely blocking out the windows and barely having any outside sound come in from the windows. And that is it for this video. If you have done any soundproofing of your own on a room, I would love to hear how it went for you and what you did. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.